Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a battle of the powders part 2. I am going to be comparing the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder next to the Makeup Forever HD Skin Setting Powder. I'm so excited for today's video, you guys, because like I said in the last video that I uploaded, I've been on a hunt to find a setting powder that I love, either equivalent to the Huda Beauty one or even more than the Huda Beauty one. It has definitely been a challenge so far, you guys, but in today's video you will see if I actually found the powder that I have been looking for. So yeah, you guys, if you would like to see a side-by-side comparison of these two powders, then just continue to watch. Okay, you guys, so this is me literally hours later. I was editing my video and I realized that I didn't even show you guys the packaging or the powder itself. Like, I'm tripping. So this is what the powder looks like. It's really nice and sleek. It's very big too, and it has some weight to it. Like, it feels really nice, really luxurious. But this is what it looks like all around. It has the shade on the back. The shade that I got was 2.1 medium neutral. So yeah, so when you open it, oh, also it comes with 18 grams of product. This was $45 after tax, and I just feel like if it's not 20 or higher, I feel like that's just kind of crazy to me, but it's okay. So yeah, it comes with a powder puff, and I really do like the powder puff. It feels really nice and like high quality, but I just don't like how big it is. I feel like if I were to use this, I would pinch it like this and, you know, go under, because I just can't, like, I don't know. I don't use necessarily like powders like this all over my face. This is just for my under eye area. So yeah, I could just do it like that. But the reason why I didn't use this in today's video was because this is like brand new. I didn't even open this because the lady at Sephora, she was nice enough to give me a sample of this same exact powder. So that way, if I didn't like the powder, I could just return this and it wasn't like opened or anything like that. Like, the seal is still on, the powder puff is still intact and everything like that. So yeah, you guys, I had ended up just getting a sample size of the powder, and I just used that in today's video. So this is what that shade looks like. Hold on. Okay, this is what it looks like. You guys can see it a little bit better, and I can swatch it for you guys. If y'all are familiar with my channel, y'all should know by now that I love really bright powders, and this is extremely bright. And then the powders that I mixed from Huda was banana bread and pound cake, to just get like that yellowish tint from the banana bread and also get that brightness from pound cake, so that way it could match this shade as much as possible. So when you take the powder puff out, it looks like this. So yeah, it's not like a whole bunch of holes in it like how typical powders are. And it has like a little seal right here, and there's holes in it. So this is what it looks like in the inside, and then you can twist it literally just like that, and the powder's closed. I love that so much. That is so cool, you guys. Like, I've never seen a powder have that before. That is extremely nice. I love that a lot. Very convenient, and you definitely can save a lot of mess and a lot of powder, honestly, because powders like this can get so freaking messy. But yeah, you guys, that's all I wanted to show you all, and we can just go ahead and continue the rest of the video. Okay, you guys, so I already have my foundation applied. Now I'm gonna go into my concealer using the KVD Good Apple concealers, you guys. I have the shade 173 Tan, and I have 107 Light. I like to go in with this one to highlight, and then I go in with the other one to brighten up my under eye area. I have not used this concealer in forever, because I feel like this concealer, like, it kind of triggers my eczema. I want to say this is what triggers it, but we'll see. I'll find out today if this is the product that actually triggers my eczema. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend this out. I'm actually just gonna speed through this portion, you guys, so we can hurry up and get to the powders, because I'm so excited. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I am going to be taking the Huda Beauty powders. I did mix a few shades, just in case you guys skipped through the intro. I did mix a few shades right here so I could pretty much match the color of the Makeup Forever powder as close as I could, because I just don't want to be walking around with two totally different shades. Huda Beauty has way more shades to choose from than Makeup Forever, so yeah, I had to just, you know, do what I could do so I can be able to match my under eyes as much as possible. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go into Huda on the right and then the Makeup Forever on the left. I want to go in with the Huda one first because we all know that that one is amazing. We already know how that one works and everything, so I'm just going to blend out any creases that may have happened, and I'm going to set my skin. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna lie, one of the main reasons why I don't go in with a powder puff majority of the time is because it's like no matter how much of a thin layer I go into with the powder, it just makes my under eye feel so much heavier. It's like it still applies a thick layer. I don't know what that is about. But as you can see, like I patted off a lot of the powder, but it still feels a bit heavy. Heavier than what it would feel like if I went in with the brush. But that's okay. So I'm just gonna take the rest of the powder and just set my brow bone, eyelid, and everything like that. Those are the places I tend to get oily the most. So yeah, as you can see, smooth, has a little bit of coverage. It's so nice. It's literally my favorite powder ever. So yeah, I'm going to wipe off this powder puff and pick up some of the powder. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but I'm going into the shade, what is it, 2.1 neutral, medium neutral, 2.1 medium neutral. Alrighty, here we go. This powder seems a little bit lighter than the other side, but that's okay. It feels really similar to the Huda one. Very smooth as well. I feel like with the Makeup Forever one, it has a super slight radiance to it. Like it's not 100% matte. It gives me like a satin kind of finish versus the Huda side. I don't know if you guys can tell. And I feel like Huda side has just a little bit more coverage. I can still kind of see like my under eyes right here. So I'm gonna just apply a little bit more. And just dust that off. Kind of pack it into the skin as well. But overall, it's really nice, you guys. Like, it's really smooth. It's blurring as well. But like I said, I definitely get like a satin kind of vibe from this. So I'm just gonna set up here as well. But it definitely blurs the skin really nicely. I can tell, especially when I just put it on my forehead a little bit and my eyelid, it does, yeah, but you guys, it definitely does have more of a satin finish. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's definitely more matte on this side, and I feel like this has a slight radiance to it, which I'm not mad at it, but you guys, I don't know, I'm still kind of feeling the Huda side. I just feel like the Huda side just gives more coverage. It just looks covered and just, I don't know, it just looks more matte as well. I don't know, I'm feeling this side a little bit more, but that's just from what I can see like in person. I don't know if you guys can see something different on camera if it looks like it has the same coverage, but this Huda side I'm still kind of like gravitating towards. But overall, both sides looks really good. Like the Makeup Forever side definitely looks good. Do not get me wrong. I love the way it looks. It is extremely nice. Like I said, it blurs really, really nicely. I feel like I didn't do too bad with matching the shades. I feel like the Huda one is just a little bit more on the, like, not neutral side. It probably blends just a little bit better as far as like the shade. This one has a little bit more brightness in my opinion. Like I said, it has that slight radiance to it. So yeah, and one more thing, you guys, I do feel like the Makeup Forever is sitting on my skin just a little bit more than the Huda one. The Huda side is definitely more melted into my skin, whereas this side I can see it's kind of sitting on top of it a little bit. It's just not as melted into the skin as the Huda side. And I honestly feel like it has a lot to do with that slight kind of radiance that it has. So yeah, that's just my thoughts so far. So I will do the rest of my makeup and I will come back to give you guys my final thoughts. I will be setting my face as well. I'm going to be setting it with the, hold on, I'm going to just show you guys. So I'm going to be using the One Size Until Dawn makeup setting spray. And then I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray. Yeah, this is the Flawless one. But yeah, you guys, I don't want to give my final thoughts just yet on the powder. I do want to see if the setting sprays will kind of help it melt into the skin a little bit better and just look a little bit more like melted into the skin, like how this side is already looking. So you guys, I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I will be back with my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Overall, I really love how everything came out, you guys. So for both sides of my under eye area, I did go into the Easy Bake and Snatch powder from Hudabeauty. This is something I do literally with every look. I always go in with a brightening powder. So I feel like overall, it definitely looks more similar now than it did before. These powders do have like a slight radiance to them. So yeah, if I didn't have any radiance on this side, I definitely do now a little bit. I feel like there is a little bit more radiance on the Makeup Forever side because the Makeup Forever setting powder, I feel like already has that kind of satiny finish. So me putting the Easy Bake and Snatch powder over it just kind of like intensified it a little bit. But overall, I really do love how it looks, you guys. I don't want to make this too much about the Huda side. This is definitely about the Makeup Forever side. I do like the powder. Do I like it more than the Huda one? No, I don't, you guys. I do want to use the powder by itself instead of me just comparing it to see how it just works completely on its own, how it looks on both sides. Maybe I will like it more if I just use it by itself. But I still do really like the powder. But do I feel like it's better than the Huda one? No, I don't, you guys. I just love the finish more on the Huda side, but that doesn't mean that the Makeup Forever is not a good powder, because it definitely is. It blurs amazingly. My under eye looks smooth. I did set this side with the two setting sprays like I said I was going to do, and I don't really see much of a difference. But yeah, you guys, I still do really like the powder. So if you guys do see a difference or you don't see a difference at all, please let me know in the comments down below what you think. I definitely do want to get you guys' opinion on these powders. I promise y'all I'm not trying to be difficult or anything. I just love Huda's powders so freaking much. I feel like when it comes to these two, it's definitely based off of preference. If you do like a more satiny finish in your under eye area, then I would definitely recommend the Makeup Forever one. But I am more of a matte girl when it comes to my setting powders, and then for my finishing powder, as far as like the brightening powder, I can go in with a little bit more radiance. But as far as my loose setting powder, I would definitely like it to be more on the matte side, and I feel like Huda's just has a little bit more coverage as well. Well, yes, you guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.